all for their insight into Anaya and Beck and that offense? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's, super fortunate that a bunch of guys that have worked with them. I mean, right now, Charles Mack, our graduate assistant, he was the graduate assistant on the offensive side of the ball last year. So, like we see with everybody, you kind of evolve every year to the personnel that you have. And but Coach Anaya does a really, really nice job. Think that schematically, they're very difficult to prepare for, and there's a reason that they were so good on offense. So we have our hands full this week.
I was talking to their quarterback and Gadsden, the receiver who caught the game winner, and they said that the key for Coach Anaya is just separation, just creating separation. Obviously, your defensive backs never want to give that up, but do you tweak any drills or emphasize that any differently this week?
No, I think you just, again, you keep working your fundamentals, and as you get deeper and deeper into the season, what it is, it's about making sure that guys just continue to play faster. The team that'll play faster on Saturday, I should say on Friday, will end up being will be the team that will be victorious.
And that separation kind of goes to waste if you don't have a quarterback that can hit those windows. What have you seen from Schrader? How accurate has he been?
Yeah, he's super talented quarterback. You saw him make that critical throw in a pressure situation and with pressure. Does a nice job running the ball. So it gets he's a multifaceted athlete that will be fun to compete against.
Tucker, their running back, different than Brown at Illinois. How do you kind of see Tucker and what he brings to the game?
Yeah, no, I think Tucker, I mean, he's a guy that runs with power, has had a ton of production throughout his career, and does a nice job catching the ball out of the backfield too.
When you have to account for that, the running back can make plays in the passing game too. What problems does that create?
Yeah, no. What they do is they want to create schematically some different matchups. Try to get an athletic back on a linebacker. So it's again, what you try to do is you want to make sure that guys are aware of that, and again, it's we'll have to win some one-on-one matchups in space, and that's the name of the game.
You talked about moving up. You moved Deshaun Perry on Saturday to a new role. What does he bring in that position, and what have you seen from just him handling that change?
Yeah, no, and it's being an athlete that can play multiple spots brings us more depth, and he's done a really nice job of transitioning to that role, which again gives you the ability for him to rush the passer, to drop in coverage, and he's done a nice job. And it's nice to be able to coach young men that are smart enough, athletic enough, and also have the frame and size to be able to do that.
Who do you use to kind of maybe emulate Garrett Schrader in practice this week?
Yeah, I tell you what, have a young quarterback there, Lane Davis. He does a really, really nice job throwing the ball, but then also is athletic, kicking it in space, can escape deep, can escape in the pocket, and can execute some of the draw game stuff that we're anticipating.
Do you have any experience up at the what I don't know what they call it now, the dome?
Yeah, I haven't, and I think, even talking, the players that do, AJ, Anthony Johnson, he's played up there. It was his first start as a freshman, actually. So, and again, I'm just trying to think, even on staff, you go back to Marcus Hagans, it was 2005, last time Marcus Hagans was in the dome. So,
Chico played there.
And then Chico.
It was COVID year.
Was it?
Fans.
Okay,
Wow.
And then Chico Bennett played there when he was at Georgia Tech. So we're, I know that it's a challenging environment to play in, under the lights, on a short week. So, our guys have done a nice job preparing that.
Have you had to dial back the physical in your plan this week because of the one day? I know Thursday is oftentimes teams scale back. Friday, is it the same?
Yeah, no, I think it's each week you try to get a gauge for where guys are physically, with shoulders, also their legs, and you're always monitoring the volume that you end up seeing from week to week, and it's we're fortunate to be able to utilize some technology that can give us some data there, and this week we knew we have to be physical. If we can stop the run, we'll put ourselves in a position to be competitive. But that's where it's going to start, and so our guys have done a nice job practicing.
We got Deshaun and